Hello, everybody. Dan John here from danjohnuniversity.com. Welcome back. Um, Today on paper is what is day 7. Now, there's an issue here in the home. We've had a major COVID outbreak, so all my family members have tested positive. But of course, the biggest concern is Leo. Leo is 9 months old, and many of you remember that my darling grandson uh, barely survived his first month. He spent the first month of life in the newborn intensive care unit. So he's been sick, but last night um, the fever, a fever broke. He's getting better. Um, my kitchen looks like a hospital wing. So I talked to Brian this morning, and he said, "Lead from the front." I go, "What do you mean by that?" He goes, "Don't be an idiot. Don't do all 500 swings today." And I thought, yeah, and I certainly could do the 500 swings today. I could certainly do a lot of stuff. So today, because it's also for those of you on YouTube, we're not asynchronic. Today is Sunday for me. So what we'll do today is we're just going to do 250 swings because of the reality of the sleep and the stress of what's been going on here. I've been tired, but I don't know if I'm tired from living on the fat loss boost and doing the 10,000 swing challenge and Olympic lifting, plus having my family members having COVID, plus having, all the other stresses that seem to just be pandemic in our times. But it's okay. On the upside is today I had one of those whooshes that you get when you do a fat loss thing or a 10,000 swing challenge. My waistline, I have to be careful because both scale and waistline measurements are so weird, but my waistline came down 3 centimeters overnight. This happens to me a lot when I do a program that is working for me. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. My waistline drops 3 centimeters. 4 centimeters is my record overnight. Again, measurement errors. I understand that. I have gone, for example, on a program like this, I might weigh in, lose a pound or two, a kilo, and you just get stuck there for like a week or so. And then one day, and no idea why, whoosh, I'm down quite a bit more. My body weight comes down. Um, I think this is a much more realistic way of how the body adapts to these kinds of things. And I'm pretty convinced by taking an easier swing day today, I'm only going to do 250, that my body weight will whoosh down in the next few days. Not because I'm working harder, it's just because I'm working a little bit smarter. So we have one question I just saw pop up on Instagram. Let me look at it. And it's a question about um, weaker sides and dominant sides, which we've covered before. So let's begin. Remember, only 250 swings today. I'll just do as many as I feel like per set. I'll answer as many questions as appropriate. Uh, the, the the weak arm thing, I've answered it many times, but we'll give you some ideas. In fact, I just answered on the podcast 2 weeks ago. Not bad. Once again, I've discovered so many times in my life that when you give yourself permission to ease up, you snap and rubber band yourself back. Before I get too far, I was thinking about starting an online kettlebell club. Where now it's obviously it'll have to be asynchronic because like today we have people from Costa Rica, we have people from Ireland and India, but maybe have a group meet at this time every day. And I was thinking about doing, let's see, what was I thinking? Somewhere we'd have to agree as a group, 150 to 250 swings a day. A goblet squat after every round of swings, a press left and a press right after every goblet squat. And just try to make an agreement to do this, for a while. I mean, I don't know if it's a year or a month or whatever after I finish the 10,000 swing challenge. But we'll also have them up on the YouTube. And what I could do is I could have a special address or answer questions from the Instagram live people, and I could answer your question like the next day or something like that. So, for example, if you only watch this on Instagram, I understand what I'm saying. If you're Instagram living right now, I can answer your question. But if you're YouTubing, there's going to be a delay. But what I could do is I could maybe you could email me and I could answer the question, and there'd be a 24-hour delay. That's my thought. It might be stupid, but I like the idea. So, I basically, I lumped in that couch right there last night, and I was like, oh, I need a break. What do we got here? That's right. So James just noted how doing the 10,000 swing challenge makes programming much, much, much easier. But, yeah. So, okay, so I'm 50 down. Remember, a reminder for those of you coming in late, I'm only doing 250 today. I might even only do 200. We'll see, because just all the issues in the home today. Always be careful when you move kettlebells. Always be careful. Oh, good stuff. I have noticed that I've been holding the bell funny, and so I've lost a ton of skin right there. I need to address that. I was going to wear tape today, but like I said, it was a weird morning. I mean, I woke up, I did my 15-minute meditation, I made my coffee, I took care of my dog, Sirius Black, and then I talked to Brian for a few minutes, but that's a little bit slower than normal. It's good morning, everybody. So it's just an idea. The 250 swing club, or that might be that might be too many, but something as simple as we all kind of agree to get together at 7 a.m. my time, and then we just meet here every day and swing together and try to have a community here on Instagram, and then have some kind of community on YouTube. I think it's obviously be easier if everyone was on the forum at Dan John University, but I certainly can't. That'd be great, but I think there might be a question. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, hey, Vicky. Hi, gosh. Hi, Vicky. I gotta talk to you sometime soon. Can't wait to go back to Galway. Okay, so let's get going here. It is funny to watch my feet marks when I do the workouts, how my feet on the carpet start to make little marks. It's kind of funny. Oh, and why do I train? Why do I work out in my basement? It's because it's freezing cold outside. Freezing cold. For those of you from, it's like jumping into Salt Hill, except you try to work out in it. The tower, Black Tower, the diving tower at Salt Hill. What's the name of that place? Oh. Excellent. Not bad. Okay. Halfway. As a reminder, I'm only doing 250 today because of life. And what's nice is even at 125, I already feel some of the good effects of doing this. One thing I'm going to do right after is I'm going to pop on a pair of shoes, get my puppy, and we'll make a few loops around the block in this cold, just to make sure I kind of burn those free fatty acids. There's something hypnotic about this. Of course, I can't believe how big search is getting. Sorry, YouTube friend. My YouTube listeners, a friend of mine from Ireland is on, and we're just chatting. By the way, I think this is extremely cool. I mean, I can remember my brothers being in Vietnam, and we'd write them a letter, and they'd tell them about, I don't know, we'd tell them about Christmas, and they'd get the letter in February, right back, and, it'd be summer when we get the letter back. And now we can just chat back and forth in a second. That's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. Of course, idiocy is also at a hot. You never got trolls in letters. You never got an anonymous letter that said, you're fat and have skinny arms. I guess you did in school, but the nice thing about that in my school is I could take it up to an Irish nun, and I never do that. And that would be finished quickly. Okay, 125. I hate it in TV shows and movies when they make fun of the Irish nuns. It really bothers me. I mean, they were so dedicated to the art and craft, and a whole bunch of stuff bothers me about it. So, as a teacher, I despise movies that have teachers in them or coaches. They're either gurus or clowns, and there's no middle. And I don't think either is appropriate. Okay, on the downhill slope. How many people got there? We got 22 people. Hey, good morning. Hi. If you have a kettlebell, join me. Just read a really good article about a shot putter. And his idea was to train really hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Really hard. Double sessions, really go for it. And then the next 4 days were very light, very easy days. And I thought, 3 on, 4 off. It was just kind of, I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling, but it was just a really interesting idea from a training perspective. You train really, really hard for 3 days, double sessions, lots of sprints, lots of squats, lots of pulls. He did some benches. You train really hard those 3 days, and then you adapt. Super compensate, as we always say. And I just thought that was really a good idea. Now, I don't know if it would work. Just because you like an idea doesn't mean it's going to work for you. That's a tough lesson. Yeah, sometimes, you have to. When I was reading about this one thrower whose national federation would send him down for 3 months at a time to a resort so he could train. He was at an all-inclusive resort, so he could train as many times as he wanted a day. The food was all prepared. He had his own masseuse with him. He got a massage every day. He had someone filming, someone coaching, someone. And then, of course, if you take their program and say, I'm going to do that same program, you're like, yeah, but what about the all-inclusive? What about the video? What about the film? What about the masseuse? What about the... And you bring those points up, and sometimes people look at me like I'm crazy. It's like, well, yeah, I am clearly crazy, but come on, you unless you have all those extra things, and of course all the drugs this person was on, it ain't gonna work for me. Yeah, yes, I work out fasted in the morning. And by the way, I wouldn't. When I'm doing the 500 swing challenge, I'm not sure I would have had any time to eat anything. I get up, I wake up, I meditate, I take care of the dog. I have to set all this stuff up, and by the time I'm done, I mean, I don't know where. I do drink a lot of coffee during this, but I don't. Speaking of, my cup is empty. So after this set, I'm going to refresh my cup of coffee. So yeah, that's pretty exciting stuff. So reminder, today's just 250. So I figure about 3 more sets, maybe. Okay. Okay. Whew. It's funny, those who watch on YouTube will say how often I answer the same questions. It's a 20-kilo bell. My listeners on YouTube have emailed me and said how funny that is. It's a 20-kilo bell because I'm 65, so I figure it's okay to bell down. Snappier set. Yeah, I'm starting to loosen up. So for those who've never done this, what happens the first couple of days, your hands feel good and your hamstrings are tight, but they're not beat up. And then your hamstrings just get really hyper sore. And then all of a sudden, it's usually sneaking up on the first 5,000 reps. All of a sudden, everything just kind of relaxes or compensates, accommodates, whatever the word of the week is, and it feels better. So that's where I'm at right now. Reminder to my Instagram listeners: I only have 50 more reps, so if you have questions, ask them now. One of the reasons that would look snappier was, my God, he smells. Come here, buddy. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to people? You want to say hi? He's not been feeling well either. So this week, let's see. My dog's had diarrhea, and I've had to clean out his kennel twice, which is 2 times more than any person should ever have to do in their life. We have COVID upstairs with my family, and I've already had it, probably, who knows. So today I'm only doing 250 swings, so I'll catch up on that. Okay, so we'll need you right. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. I just need you a little bit farther. Yeah, it's inspiring, isn't it? And so this is important to watch. This, to me, is a great example of what real life is like. This is perfect. So I'm trying right now to get another round of swings in, but something large has gotten in my way. To me, this is a perfect metaphor of how most training and diets and whatever things you try to do. Hey, little buddy, you could not possibly be in a worse place. Come here, right here. Come on, you can do this. Oh, I need a thumbs up if you thought that was inspiring the way he just moved. Okay, thank you. Let's you're good. You stay right there. I'll see if I can get some swings in before he decides to put his face in front of the bell again. Okay, be one more set and then we'll be done. So, I guess Led Zeppelin has a song about Sirius Black. I didn't know that. And My friend in Norway tells us that it's warm enough today in Norway to be able to do the workout without a crazy amount of warm-ups. That's always a good cheers moment. Courtney asked if there's anything I do to protect my hands. Sure. Try to have good technique. I think that's the most important thing. But no, I don't. You certainly can, and I don't. I have no issues. That is one of the strangest things about going to a kettlebell cert. You know, some of the women are generally, I mean, attractive. I mean, genuinely attractive, and you know, they're fitness models and stuff like that. And then you'll shake their hand and be like, I guess you don't expect it, but you know, they're, and yes, it's sexist and all that, and I apologize, but you you get this grip of callus, and it's kind of funny because we'll joke about it at dinner. That's a very common topic at dinner is hands. It's more common than you think. Um, uh, I will say that I think there's real value in getting manicures and pedicures as appropriate. Um, there's a place nearby that charges like 25 bucks for a pedicure, but they also give about, I don't know, I'm gonna say 3 hour, but I'm sure it's like 3 minute foot, ankle, and calf massage. And for my money, I think hand, wrist, forearm, and foot, ankle, calves are the most important places to massage. Where you certainly can disagree with me, but that's what I've discovered in my work, and that's why when I have the Theragun gun, which is, who can forget where I put it? Oh, it's charging. I spend a lot of time sticking a Theragun right in here, and then right in the arch of my foot. And I tell you one thing: when I do the arch of my foot, you can certainly understand the concept of anatomy trains a lot better. So if you have we do have a question before I kick off here. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Somebody asked a question. You must not be involved in kettlebells at all, but the person said the movement is very short. Yeah, I Olympic lift. If I need a big movement, I snatch and clean a jerk, and you know, with good sized weights. I mean, my goal is, you know, February 12th to break the American record. So I mean, I am a good lifter. Uh, no, this is a hinge, absolute hinge movement, and you why do more? There are fools who do that thing they call the American swing, but according to everyone who I respect in the areas of physical therapy, back mechanics, shoulders, they just say that is a, you know, injury looking to happen. So no, I keep my swing short and tight. Okay, let's finish off, and then I'm gonna go for a short walk, and I might even go out to breakfast today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I might just do that. All right, here we go. Okay, that's it for today. Uh, so whenever I do the 10,000 swing challenge, I'm always convinced that 250 swings is not very many. And then I start doing those month in, month out for a while, and I realize that that is a lot. So I lost a pound over 24 hours. Waistline dropped 3 centimeters. So maybe it's time for my whoosh. So that's always good news. What I'm going to do now is put on my shoes, do a couple loops around the block, and then work on this week's newsletter and my podcast. Remember, if you have questions for the podcast at danjohnuniversity.com. And so that'll be it for today. Me and my puppy. I hope we've entertained you. I'll stick around on the Instagram for a little bit longer. There's some questions that just popped up. But for those of you on the YouTube, thank you again for joining us. I'm Dan John from danjohnuniversity.com. And, until next time, let's all keep on lifting and learning.